Press
Hi everyone, welcome back to this live stream. This is Ray, the community manager at SEED. I'm super excited to be here with you today. And this is Eric.
Good morning or evening or afternoon.
Eric just got back from Embedded World 2025, and there's so much cool stuff to share today. How are you feeling now, Eric?
Tired, very much tired.
Yeah, Eric just are getting over his jet lag right now, but we're gonna do that today. If you didn't go to the Embedded World, don't worry, Eric got you covered. Feel free to ask any questions in the chat box, or if you just came back from the Embedded World, you are very welcome to share your own explorations and insights with us. Okay, let's get started.
Yep. So I think we did the Embedded World this year, and after that we did the live streaming today. It's because we want to hear more from you. We want to show you what we have been finding interesting in Embedded World, and also to collect your feedback if this is worthwhile to really build that into a device or a module. So I think this is more like as a chef showing all the kitchens, showing all the market, and let's get started.
Okay. As I know, we have been attending Embedded World for 8 years, right? Our first participation was in 2018. So why Embedded World is so important to us?
Well, I think it has been 10 years after SEED has been established that we start to go to Embedded World. Before that, we were all going to make fairs. We were running make fairs, but as we are going towards more professional markets, we want to work with makers to serve the more experts industry. That's where we found Embedded World has been very interesting. So you know the word embedded. It's actually about embedded systems. Whenever you want to make something smarter, make something more automatic, you need to have microcontrollers, which could be used for Arduino, for other applications. Before that, professional engineers put that system inside all kinds of machines or equipment or for facilities. And where they meet up, where they find where they demonstrate, where they exchange ideas is on exhibitions like Embedded World. That's where the first inspiration we want to go there. Okay.
Yeah, let's take a look in our first participation in 2018.
Yeah, I think first we like to show you what's it like for Embedded World. We prepare some footages. Like this is you see, it's a very traditional, very professional showroom, and everybody's with suits and talk in a very much a business manner. It might look less interesting, but it's already the most exciting events of all the trade fair, as far as I feel. And traditional players like this is called a TRIA. They're doing something very similar to us, right? They do modules, they do single board computers, they put them into boxes. So this is whatever we build has no tremendous demand. Even look at this. The slogan are very similar from ideas to product.
Yeah.
But the difference is for whom? Like the traditional exhibitors or partners, they are for big companies. They are for well-paid contracts, and they are closed sourced most of the time. And they also provide customizations, but it's far more expensive than the maker or open source domains are offering. So I think we are using different approach, but it goes into a very similar market. And I think we see this trend more and more, and people are re-innovating, define how we build an embedded system or how we bring intelligence into more scenarios. So that's where we went. You see this picture, it's 2018. It's not, it's just 7 years ago.
Yeah.
But we have been seeing a lot of changes because of COVID. The first time we go to Embedded World, we were quite humble. We don't know what's it like. We're trying to just set up a small booth and see who is coming. And we see so many like customers, friends, they just show up and they were surprised. Oh, you guys are here. We didn't know that city come to embedded world. So because to them, maker stuff or open source is more like a learning course. It's like for their light builds, for them to learn that as a hobby for most people or even for students. But people still do embedded system for their day job. They might be working for Porsche, they might be working for BMW, and they go to shows like embedded world, and then they see their like hobby friends see it. That's where we get the very positive impression for 2018. Then we have the second year, bring much more professional stuff.
Yeah, we got a bigger booth, like.
Yeah, a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
And you see, we bring the SenseCap series for the first batch, and we have all the industrial grade LoRa sensors. But I think if we rethink, it was a bit too early that we bring industrial stuff, which is very much finished. And by that time, there's no much embedded engineers focusing on LoRa. There's no people talking about agriculture in embedded world, because most embedded world is happening inside the products, devices, or inside the factories for automations. And too few people talking about that. So it's not a very good result. It's more for branding, but people come here and say, oh, what's that? Interesting, and walk away.
When do people accept that, like the industrial SenseCap series?
I think not yet. Even now, not yet. It's not a dominance. It's not a pervasive. But for this year, we will talk about later. People talk a lot more about LoRa, and I think it's the pace is very important. I think makers, we are excited. We don't care. We see new technology, we just rush in. I think that's the beauty of what we do. And then people start to explore. They don't afraid. We dare to be the first of everyone to build something new. And but for industries, people talk about ROI, return on investment. People talk about like market demands. They are much slower, but the pace is not as steady. Sometimes it's very fast, like AI. Now this year everybody talk about AI, and but sometimes it's very slow. Like LoRa has been there for many years, and IoT is there forever. But people start to gradually adopt that. So it's also very interesting lesson for us to go in the world and to learn the real pace and to decide what we should do more. Should we go from a prototype module all the way into devices or not? And this is 2020.
Yeah, 2020.
And we shrink back to a smaller booth, but in a much better position, just next to Mouser and to the silicon vendors like SD, TI in the same hall. And we show more about modules. But that time was crazy. That year was very crazy because we only have half or 1/3 of visitors.
Okay.
You know
because
why?
of the COVID?
Yes, 2020 was the second year of COVID. And everybody was afraid. And people from China going to Europe to do some exhibitions, that's quite dangerous because we almost get trapped in Europe because we just caught the last ferry back home. We almost cannot fly. Then the whole country shut down after we returned. But it was quite fun.
Yeah, it's a very impressive experience.
In embedded world after that, during COVID, we cannot travel. Even the whole embedded world has been shut down. Then it comes 2023. We start to go back to embedded world.
And the last year.
Last year. And no, this is 2 years ago. Oh, no, sorry. This is 2020.
2024, I think.
Yeah. And 2023, we had another picture I missed. So this is 2024 last year. And we start to go back and we bring the whole management team, even our finance, our CFO, even our HR managers, because we want to show people what's it like to be in the middle of, work that we can do better for. So we go to embedded world and we see that as strategic understandings. So I'm very happy to show you what's it like. And it comes to this year.
Yeah.
This is this year's
Just
embedded
last
world.
week.
Just last week, as if it's yesterday. Because every embedded world is very tiring. And this year we talk specifically themed about AI. Last year we already changed our slogan, AI hardware, but this year I think we got a triple attention about AI. I think this is a very important message back to the maker community as well. I think it's a time for us not only just trying something, it's time to push towards not only industry but also education, that people, the future engineers need to learn how to use AI, not only in their day job, but also in the device they are creating.
So I think AI hardware, this changing is the most different thing between this year's event to 8 years ago, right?
Yeah. So basically, you see, we took some video of the show, but we didn't have the video of our booth. So basically, we have firstly, how can we upgrade a sensor network? We do a lot of sensors, LoRa, etc. But who is going to digest the data? We can. It's very ready on the technical side, is to deploy a local large language model, small one, to interpret, to understand the IoT sensor data and to make some judgments or give some predictions. So we can upgrade the sensor network with AI. We could add everything to AI. And the second part is AI has become smaller, cheaper, more power efficient, and we can train our own AI and to squeeze that into objects, into your cameras, into your devices, into your smart homes or classrooms. So, and also you can squeeze into machines to turn them into robotics. So we could add AI into things. And to do that, people need a lot of help. So we provide services as usual to customize for AI hardware. And this attracts a lot of attentions, and that's making us quite tiring. Even we have almost 9 people going there, and we are still understaffed.
Yeah. So do you have more video about the embedded world to share with us?
Yeah, I think so. Let me check. And before that, I think there are several domains among the embedded world, like the most biggest players there are all about processors, like microcontrollers and the microprocessors. They are showing off there because that's the main drive for the general computing, especially towards embedded computing. And we will see that's the biggest percentage of the booths. Among all the processors, I think the first one we would like to mention is Arduino. And I think we need to say we can say happy birthday to, hold on, let me full screen that. Happy birthday to Arduino as well. It's 20 years of Arduino, and we have been inspired by Arduino since the very beginning. And Arduino is in embedded world for the last few years as well, because they have the Pro line. So they are pushing a lot of makers to give them the right tool, also to enlighten the engineers. Now you can use more open source tool. So yeah, a lot of professional engineers, they learn IoT, they use open source hardware in their spare time. I think it's a very important signal, and they have the partners war there to show the latest happenings. And the second biggest happenings we see there is TI. We have the smallest microcontroller published, and then we went there with our bare eyes. If you can find the microcontroller there, do you know which one is in the picture?
I can't see which one.
Because it's already as small as a resistor, and it's just
the smallest one.
Yeah, smallest microcontrollers just beside the coin cell.
Why they can build so small?
Oh, I think it's a lot of advancement in silicon design, also in the wafer designs. The nanometers is going extremely small, and this is not a very capable microcontroller, but the advantage is very small. As 8 pins, it can do minimum gadgets, but with enough engineering, you can think of you use it for wearables, and even use it for cyberpunk creations. You can make some nano robotics that can run in your wings, or like earrings, or as small enough you can squeeze into many things. We look at this thing and look at the shell. Okay, shell is obviously too big for that. Maybe in the future we should have a new line beyond the shell.
Make it smaller.
Even smaller.
Yeah. Okay. So did anyone in our live stream to see this product before? You can share your own ideas in the chat box. Okay. Or if you have any question about this, you can also drop your question there.
And I think a big input is whenever you see something interesting, whatever we show interesting, please leave your comments into the chat box. And if you are interested in whatever, like this chipset, we should prioritize our builds towards that. We will shuffle our roadmap towards something you are interested. I think that's the fundamental meaning of this live streaming. Okay. And you can feel free to do that afterwards in the comments. And also that big player this time has been showing a different perspective is Qualcomm. You know Qualcomm?
I know little about it.
Yeah, I think for everybody, the most time to see Qualcomm is whenever you buy a new mobile phone, you see, okay, the main chipset is from Qualcomm. And they have been quite closed. They were kind of maker unfriendly in the beginning. But this year we see some big change. Like it's a big surprise. Qualcomm is becoming more open. They are welcoming developers, and they are following the pace of NVIDIA, going more towards embedded AI, and they have a lot of actions. One big move is to acquire Engine Pulse. Our old friend Engine Pulse has been acquired by Qualcomm. We're a bit worried. Okay, is it going to be very much like a Qualcomm restraint? But I think as far as we hear from them, it should be okay. And Qualcomm will be very natively supporting more makers and developers like this. They have the robotic platform. Maybe you have seen that in the social media. It has it has two cameras.
Two cameras. That one is
one is wider angle, one is smaller angle. So they has dual channel of AI capability. So it's good for various kind of robotics, not humanoids, but smaller ones, more robot arms or AGV. This is in the back. You see it has high-speed camera lanes as well. And this is performances that can do multiple channels. And I think it's quite a strong powerhouse. And it's becoming more accessible. So we don't have bandwidth on Qualcomm yet, but if you are really interested, we can go deeper into that.
That's very interesting.
Okay. Yes, I think Jackie says that it's more people are coming to open source. It's a good trend. We see that, and the big language models is pushing that as well. I think people start to realize open source is another efficient way. And Espressif, they have their P4 as the main star for this show. You know, we have a lot of ESP S3, C3, C6, and P4 is more powerful towards HMI. So before, if you want to make a display, big and clear display, you need to have a single board computer, at least a Raspberry Pi. But now you can use microcontroller, which is cheap enough to drive a display. So it can also be used as a camera replace. So in the future, we can see more pervasive displays.
What are the key benefits of these ultra small MCUs?
You mean for P4?
Yeah.
It's idea friendly, and it's cheap and no power consumptions.
Yeah, cheaper. It's more accessible for everyone.
Yeah, we are working on some HMI devices as well. You see, we have indicators, we have terminals. We'll talk about later about display. We are going to have a lot more of the displays. And then the chipsets like P4 is enabling a lot of them to happen. Okay, and SD is no matter every year we see very interesting offerings from SD Micro. This is MPO from SD. It's called STM32 MP257. It's a 64-bit microprocessor. What's difference we like a lot is it has GPU in it, which means it can do the 3D rendering on an embedded system. Imagine in your PC before the GPU, you run all the 3Ds very slowly, but with this new SD chipset, you can do the 3D rendering. I failed to record a video, and this is another considerable solutions for HMI.
Wow, that is very interesting. So we can run the LLM locally more faster with this one?
No, this is not for large language model. It's more for computer vision and also compute like 3D signages.
Oh.
Three-dimensional displays. Like this demo is about like for medical usage.
Okay, I see.
Okay. And hello, if your resolution does not have very strong NPU or GPU, like a Raspberry Pi, then you can choose to use add-on. And also, if it's a very legacy single board computer or box, if you have M2 or micro PCIe slots, you can slap in Hello or other solutions to make AI upgrades. I think the best one we sold is from Coral from Google. TPU has been always out of stock, but now we have more players like Hello. They have been working with Raspberry Pi to sell the add-on modules. And in the field, we see a lot of good demos from the real-time, very fast CV inferencing. And even for the Hello 15, you can do the large language models. I think people already know about Hello before, but what we are going to show you more is called DPEX. If you guys have been heard of DPEX, it's equivalent to Hello, but I think the price tag or the functions are a bit different. They are a different approach in their business manners. And we are also working with them to generate more demo. You can see they are using this little stick to do the large vision models to inference on their live picture or live video and to tell what's happening inside that. I think we have shown you some demos, but it was on JSON. But now I think you can use a Raspberry Pi or similar single board computers without AI. Plug in this AI accelerator sticks to do the inferencing.
I see many different pictures in this screen, so he can tell different pictures, different at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So next time I see it's like a line frame per second for a single page. So we will give you more demos, and I think it's very needy, very exciting.
Okay, so like in work, how we choose Hello AI Accelerator or DPEX AI Accelerator? If I want to try them, but I just want to try one of them, which one you recommend?
I don't have a recommendation for now.
Yeah.
I think we will do more like a benchmark. We'll be doing more, case studies, and I think we will give you more details later.
Okay. If you are interested in that, stay tuned.
Should we go on to more processors? And this is Octavo. We have been working and talking with them for many years. They are specialized in making the single board computer chipsets smaller. Like they pack the flash, the storage, or the RAM, and the main processor into one small module. It's called a SIP, system on in a package. The advantage is it can make it small. Like imagine this is a Linux system. So if you're interested in more wearables, interested in more like miniature computer solutions, please let us know, and we are thinking to build that into more devices. We already start doing that by cameras. Oh, we should show the demo after this, after the processor.
Later. Okay, sure. And
so
that's all about the processor.
To wrap up, so this war has been quite furious. This is a snapshot we took in ST's booth. I think it's my first time seeing people so aggressively compare their product with other competitors with specific name and performances in a public show. Like ST is claiming they have more powerful, efficient, and among the peak performances. With us, NXP, MBO, Silicon Labs, microchip, etc. So it's like Game of Thrones of microprocessors and microcontrollers. And the one trend is go low power. Even it goes low power, not only means you can have smaller battery, and it's achievable to have always-on solutions with AI. So we are very excited to see this happening. And we done a lot of extreme low power consumption solutions with LoRa because people want to have deployed in the field for 10 years. The full team engineering towards that, and these are really racing down to the bottoms because you can only achieve extreme or over the barrier low power consumption with the support from the silicon vendors. And another trend is AI. This is still the ST's booth, but they're working with different partners to integrate the applications for edge AI solutions. You can see there are various partners, and it's becoming much easier and easier. You don't actually need to learn AI to use them, but you can just focusing on the applications. That's what we do for our demo in our booth. We'll be showing you in a minute.
Yeah.
But before that, should we do some lucky draw?
Yes, I think we could do a lucky draw. Eric just shared several processors he was very interested in. So now it's your time to tell which one you are the most interested in, which one most impressed you the most. Share your own idea in the chat box, and later we will take a screenshot. And the first one in our screenshot can get a free SenseCat watcher. Okay. Now time to go. Just share the which processor impressed you the most in the chat box. I saw the first one is Hello AI.
Hello 10, STM32 U3. David is insider. ST?
ST.
Yeah, ST is not so maker friendly because actually the whole embedded world, the majority of them are not maker friendly. They're targeting professional engineers, which are more like us or our engineers. But what we are trying to do is to open the doors. So we are also pushing them to open source, or at least the open source partners like us. People start to realize, including Qualcomm. So it's like big triumph, big win for the more open developers communities really invading embedded world. Oh, you guys like Hello a lot. Okay, I think I need to talk to our partners to push that forward. Hello 10. There are actually Hello 15, but it requires longer time. Yeah. Okay.
So should we do the screenshot right now?
Do I need to give you a very close up？你还是你直接就可以了。OK。
要对着这个吗？
那你就放前面。
OK。
那你把手机放到前面去。
If you want a free SenseCat watcher, remember to drop your own idea in the chat box. Now it's time to take the screenshot. 看到吗？要不你来接。
Got it. Anything specific you'd like to discuss or need help with?
Okay. 3,
That sounds intriguing.
2,
What's on your mind?
1.
How can I assist you today?
Can you see that? Okay, let's see who is the first
I
one.
have vision capabilities.
Peter loves C Studio.
What's up?
Can you see that? Peter loves C Studio. That's a really lucky name. I'll show the screen.
Sounds like Peter has a great setup. If there's anything specific about embedded systems or tech you'd like to discuss.
Congrats to Peter. Thank you for loving us.
Yeah, this is we have some love in return.
Okay.
Okay.
Please contact us through our email, and friend will send our email address later.
Mm-hmm. And I think it's time to show people some demo, right?
Yes.
You want to talk to our watcher?
Someone is talking right now.
Yeah, somebody is talking. This is called a watcher.
Mm.
You know that before, right?
Yes.
But we have it equipped with a new large language model framework. It's called 小智.
Mm-hmm.
Now it can talk to you very organically. Hello, Jarvis.
Hey there. Yes.
How are you doing?
With watchers in tech contexts. XOZ sounds interesting. A new Latin language model framework. That's cool. How's it working out for you so far?
Yeah, we are in a live streaming. You are joining us. Can you tell us about embedded world? How do you feel about that?
Better word? Are you into improving language models or finding more precise terminology?
No.
I think advancements like XOZ are exciting. They make interactions more interesting.
No, we're not talking about software. Software is sometimes boring. Let's talk about hardware. We went to embedded world in Nuremberg. Do you know about that?
Embedded World in Nuremberg? Absolutely. It's one of the biggest events for embedded systems. Did you see anything cool there? Any stanchions that caught your eye?
You talked to it? I think Ray can ask you more about that.
What's the most interesting thing you think?
Sure thing. Rick sounds like he's got some insights. Looking forward to hearing what he has to share about Embedded World. Anything specific he's curious about?
We want to know your idea about embedded world.
Robert, are we talking about profanity filters and software or something else? If it's about language models handling sensitive content, I think it's crucial to balance freedom of expression with respect and safety. What's your perspective?
Do you know the most popular booth in embedded world?
I think that's too much. It does not have the context.
I'm not entirely sure about the most popular booths at Embedded World this year. I don't have real-time updates. But usually, big names like NVIDIA, Texas Instruments, and ST Microelectronics draw a lot of attention. Did any booths?
That's very interesting.
Yeah, how do you get your knowledge? Do you go through DeepSeek or do you search online? How can we give you more information? Okay, what's happening? I think we are asking too much.
So as we can see, Watcher can run LLM locally.
Yes, I think it's a very good demonstration of what we created for the physical agent. Like we showed this in last year's Embedded World, but people don't really get it. But as the large language model is more pervasive, so a lot of people come in and interested in adopting this in their creations or their solutions. And we are working very hard to embedded with more sensors or robotics we have. So stay tuned. We are going to have some more open source framework upon watchers. But for now, it can very, how to say, smoothly talk with you.
Yeah, very fluently.
I think it's a very interesting that now you can use all the functions of watcher. Now it has really good speaker, microphones, and we are enabling its camera. So stay tuned for that part. And another hot topic we have, or hot attraction we have, is on ReCamera.
Yeah, actually, everywhere a T-shirt they have a like product feature in the back. Can you show us there?
So this is a new T-shirt by the our AI robotics team, and the convenient part for that is whenever you want to explain people what is ReCamera, people ask what's inside, what's it like, what's the feature specs. I will just grab someone and ask him to turn back.
Yeah, that's very pretty cool, and every people can see the ReCamera feature in this T-shirt. Very convenient. We don't have to talk.
Yeah, do you guys want one?
Can people buy our bazaar?
I think if you have enough demands, we can think of that. But what's inside of that is this ReCamera. You can see now it's running all the live inferencing. I think you see this demo a few months ago. But what's most interesting is now it has gimbals activated. So now you can see we built a interface with Node-RED. You can choose between things you want to track. Hey Jarvis, could you turn your voice down to 20%? Okay, this guy is too noisy. But if you can choose different things to track, and you can put your own model into that. I think by default you already seen that, and it has been quite improved. Now you can choose on-device models. We have several from person to cat. Yeah, people need to track cat most of the time. And also we have the SysCap room. So you can just go to cloud and download. We have hundreds of them. And also you can train your model for classification for now. And you can also upload your own models. And everything is running inside this camera itself. So it itself is a server. And I'm just connecting to its IP address and to show you this demo. And then on top of all the things on the hood, what we can do show you now is like let me show you what's underneath. So this is a regular one. You already see this flows to control the AI and the pre-processing, post-processing. Like after the AI inferencing, how do you trigger some actions? You send the message to different stuff. But we also have a PID control here. So the camera itself is actually a master to control other devices. It sends messages through CAN bus to this gimbal. So this gimbal has microcontroller inside. When it receives some messages from the Node-RED, it will move around. It can do the tiltings, and you can even change the motor speed. But most interesting is how about we connect AI with motors? Sure, you need that. That's why we designed the gimbal. So now it's to start to find the person and follow that. Hello, Frank. Could you please take up some steps to walk around? So now it's following Frank. Can move faster like ninja. Faster. Okay, let's do a challenge. I will adjust the motor speed. You see faster. Move very faster, back and forth. Oh, lost. Yeah, move. I think this is not fast enough. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So at least your walking speed in like 3 meters in front is trackable. But you can, we don't have a cat here yet. You know we are going to have a cat. Yeah.
Can I bring my cat here?
If they don't, I don't know. It's a small cat, so you make sure they don't fight. So we will make more demos at how you can use a very patient robot to keep pace of the cats. Okay.
I think that's very amazing.
Yeah, we're gonna have a cat. Seriously. So, and we also, people are interested in this robot. Now people are doing the hackathons in San Jose, and we are going to do more hackathons with the embodied robotics. It's going to be very wild. It's very interesting. And people ask this a lot, and people don't see this in real world at all. And of course, industrial stuff. Okay, so that's our booth. We don't bring everything, and we just select those intensive ones.
And I have a question, like, what did those engineers or developers think about this booth or our products? What impressed them most?
I think the two big surprises. First surprise is how integrated we are in delivering the AI experience. They never seen that you can train your AI models with no code. They don't see this like a watcher experiences before, and it's open source. So people feel like they can just jumpstart from what we created. Second thing is they don't see a booth. We don't see a booth in the world that has so wide spectrum, all the way from LoRa sensors to microcontroller modules to industrial devices. I think we're happy to deliver that, and we will be building more devices. Instead of focusing, I think what Seed is good at is still focusing. We're focusing on integrating. We are focusing on delivering as much spectrum as you might need. So that's why we are going to show you more about supply chains and to hear your feedback to prioritize. And you might see that happening already. From this year, we have a lot of gadgets. We have a lot of creations every week, speeding up.
Yeah, that's awesome. And we always appreciate feedback from the community. And of course, we'd love to hear what you think. If you have any idea about our products or anything you think we can improve or add, you can just drop your thoughts in the chat. We can build that together.
Make a wish.
Yeah, make a wish in the chat box.
Cool. Actually, we have many more things. Like we go from.
I think we can like people want to know more about details about our products. Our new product catalog is coming. It's here, already here.
Yeah, like, you know, every year in the world is like hackathon. It's happening either in February or March. So we have to squeeze a lot of energies to prepare for the whole year, make the catalog, to decide the roadmaps. So it's becoming like a hackathon we happen every year, and one like output is our catalog. So Frank, can you send the link into the chat room? And everything is online. If you have printed version, it's easy to glimpse through, but you can also find more details in the catalog page. Feel free to download. And that's not an absolute full spectrum because we are building new and we might shuffle the sequences. Okay.
Just check the link in the chat box so you can find more detail about our products and services.
Okay.
Okay.
And besides the processors, we see a lot more in sensors. And let's keep on going with this sharing. It's not finished.
So time to talk about the sensors.
Yeah, we see a lot of people, a lot of users on Xiao are working on wearables. And SD has a very interesting bio to tell your heart rate in a very small form factor. And they include in the movements, heartbeat, and it's no power consumption, transmitting like we are the Ant plus protocols. So imagine you can make more wearable sensors. This is not its performance is become quite neat. And also you can build some more AI inferencing inside that to just tell the differences. And this is another one. This is called wave locationing. It uses radio frequencies and plus with wave to tell if who is inside this room with ID.
So it's an indoor location.
Indoor locationing and identifications.
That's cool. How it works?
So it's just a small module like this, equipped onto Raspberry Pi with cameras. So you put into like at least two positions in the room, and they can form up the renderings and display in real time. We will talk with this startup. It's a startup later, and it's very much developer ready. And what do we have more? Yeah, I like this demo a lot. This is from SD again. So for regular IMU is for to tell the movements. You have only one range, but this one has two ranges. The hardest you want to click, what you want to shoot during playing football, like this is 74. About 80 G is good enough to tell if it's on your movements. But you know, whenever I play football, there are actually two extreme different movements. One is when they are running, you want to know precisely if it's running or it's doing some how is the movements going for the whole body. But when you are shooting, you might need to very precisely measure the range. It's a bigger range versus precisions. So to resolve that, SD has a new solution. It has a dual range on a single IMU. This can apply to other movements like table tennis or golf. You have the whole body movements, and also you have the contact points might be very high G versus no G. You combine together, you can have very small and integrated measurements.
Yeah, that looks very amazing. Like it's very useful the football team, right? If they want to play better.
Yeah, we see a lot of trends on sports tech, and we definitely will make this into a Shao add-on. So you can use Shao and this board, or even maybe in the future, the Shao Sense will be equipped with high performance IMU like this one. So you can squeeze into your football socks or your like snowboard to understand better how your reaction, your sports performance is. And what else? Cameras. Yes, people are always interested in vision AI. But for like a ReCamera, we only have one single lens. We are working with different vendors on different lenses, like a fisheye, like non-focus lenses or micro scopes. So please let us know your preferences.
So we will add different cameras in that camera.
We will have different lenses first. We will have different CMOS. We will have different processors. So the camera is not alone. It will be grow up into a full spectrum of different things. We have already determined after going to Embedded World this year. So stay tuned on that. Oh, let me change the display a little bit. E-paper. So let us know if you like e-papers, but I feel it's going to be very important whenever you want to talk to a machine. You don't need to, the menu and the press and touch, you don't need to design the UI like before. In the future, maybe interaction and the display is more about displaying more static information. So e-paper comes into play. And e-paper is becoming cheaper and more affordable and easier to program. You don't need to write down all the codes. We are working on some templates. You can use AI to generate all the full UI on e-paper or other displays. And not only different sizes, it's coming into full color, and you can have flexible ones. Look at this.
Wow. so many different.
Yeah, they changed the substrate, so it's wearable. Wearable, so you can put it on your maybe we have t-shirts in the future with a display here,
just like a sticker.
Just like sticker, exactly, but that can move.
Yeah,
And this one is
cool.
also interesting. Do you know the segment display?
No.
Have you used a calculator?
Calculator, yeah.
Or a temperature meter. So they have predefined segments to display some information. And the people are building this into small, slim, wearable ones. Look at this. Because it has very no power consumption. You can use NFC. You use your phone to power it, and it can display very specific, predefined signals. And I think this could be interesting. If you guys need it, we can turn that into a service to build a segment displays that can be wearable. So different displays.
So what do you guys think of these different displays?
And the communication is, of course, a very big protocol of a big portion of embedded world. And if you want to transmit like a camera data, how do you do it wirelessly? Mostly it's done by Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
But also we have new technology from SD demonstrating is through very close, in close areas, you can use high-speed RF protocols to transmit the data. A paper hat, yes, sure. So they are demonstrating that this is, whenever you have robotics, it's moving around, but you don't need to compare to Wi-Fi. It's more like a pretty. You attach two things together, it transmits a large chunk of data, then move away. So I think this is a potential one for connectivity. And you don't need to actually pair them, you just put them closer to each other. And the transmission starts. Yeah. So because we are talking more about physical computing in the physical space, that the dimension itself is becoming more intuitive. And also about LoRa. So LoRa has been crazy wild in embedded world now. And Murata ST has been making their own LoRa solutions. Like this is LoRa module. But what's special about that is about a frustrating with pure cells you can power it. Then it's about the satellites.
So LoRa can connect you to the satellite.
Yes. So it's very straightforward. You put the gateway onto the satellites and you can cover much bigger domains. You subscribe to the service and you can use it in the large bigger spaces or even in the ocean.
That's very cool.
Yeah, and we are very happy to see LoRa is becoming more pervasive and more powerful. So if you are interested in this, let us know. We will prioritize these creations. We've been talking with all the satellite companies, but we are still waiting for the pace to make it really useful. And LoRa has been using in facilities a lot. We are working with a few cases that use LoRa for smart building. Because yeah, with PV cells, it's important, easy to deploy them. And this is about a single pair Ethernet. You know, Ethernet, do we have Ethernet cable here? The cable used to be very thick and expensive because it has 6 wires. But with SPE, single pair, it has only required 2 wires, which means the Ethernet cable can be thinner and it can transmit longer.
So the network can be easier.
Yeah, you can, in your automations or smarter buildings, you can build the Ethernet cables easily. And if you check out the bigger play, they have SPE support already. And we are planning to add more SPE support to our systems, like ReComputer, ReTerminals. You can see it's good enough to pair a cluster of different devices through SPE with very minimum like data transmission loss. Yeah, that's quite wild.
Do you guys have any question?
Yeah, let's cross-talk issues. I need to check on that detail later. And also for Bluetooth, like this is our partner called Retech. They are building very small BLE chipset modules, and one of them is working on the NRF54, and people are asking about that, but the SDK is kind of slow. We're still waiting to integrate that into Shell and other form factors. And they also have audio over BLE, so you can transmit more information, more speakers or sound applications with this array.
So what is the greatest of this product? The BLE NRF54?
Smaller and it's more powerful.
Powerful. Cool.
Yeah, BLE is very important for wearables and the longer distances, I think.
Yeah, I can see that many products are getting smaller and smaller.
Yeah, so it's inevitable. We should be do more about wearables. I think it's maybe too early to talk about glass, but we are working on something about that. And there are people talk about rings. So it's very natively shall evolve into wearables.
Yeah, that's very cool. Smart wearables, nowadays, many people talk about that.
Yeah, if you don't go small, you go big. Like for the computers, you can switch into over 1,000 tops into one single device soon. But how do we manage the thermal? So we are very actively talking with different suppliers to borrow the technology used for mobile phones, computers into the robotics.
I think thermal management is crucial for the AI hardware, right?
Exactly. But for now, I think there's still constraints on the material and process we can use. Like we can use better coppers, we can use smaller fans to formulate the airflow. So it's quite an interesting process to design the thermal management. But if you are in north part, if you're okay with that, don't worry. But for the hotter areas, for industrial domains, you want to have the AI deployed in the field. It's going to be a critical thing, and we are working more towards that. Cool. Dracula, this is more about energy harvesting. We use PV cells. We see more and more PV cells, not only from Dracula. We know them before, and we have ST, we have Panasonics. They are all providing more capable PV cells. So imagine in the near future that you don't need to worry about batteries or the sensors combined with PV cells. They are good enough. Especially for the processors, it's becoming lower and lower power consumption, 1 microamp and plus. So you can very much easier to drive them with PV cells. Before, PV cells was not that important because it does not support transmission, does not support measurings. But now I think we can go battery-less very soon. So
can it run on its own totally?
Yes.
Wow, that's
but depending
very cool.
on the lights, if you have like room lights, a lot of applications can be done. But if you want to run AI on it, it's taking extra time. Okay, I think that's most of the show. Do we have more lucky drawers?
Yeah. Thank you for Eric sharing this cool stuff. And now it's our lucky draw time. We are giving away a ReCamera gimbal. People just saw the demos before. I think many people want this one, right? So let's just type ReCamera gimbal in the chat box, and we will randomly pick one to give away our ReCamera gimbal.
Yeah, whenever we have the gimbal, what I'm mentioning to the team is we should have more like telescope, so people can really benefit from the automatic tracking gimbals.
Okay, let's see how many people to join this lucky draw. Just simply type ReCamera gimbal in the chat box, and later we will pick a lucky one to give away the amazing ReCamera gimbal.
Okay, ReCamera gimbal. Maybe you can try.
I can see that we do a poll in the live chat box, and the ReCamera gimbal was the most the most impressive product.
You know what's interesting is that I have a cat in my cup. Let me try the tracking while you are doing the demo.
Okay.
While you are doing the lucky draw. Did I recognize the cup? Oh no, I need to change the deployments.
Okay.
I didn't try this demo before, so maybe it will work. I have too complex cup. Does it say cup?
No.
Can I borrow your cup?
No. Yeah, of course.
Cup? I think that the cup means mark. I need to find some mark, someone's mark.
So I can see many people join our lucky draw right now, and later we will take a screenshot and pick a lucky one.
Well,
does it work?
No, we need to find the specific cup. Okay, lucky draw.
Okay, time to take the screenshot right now. Okay. 啊？怎么画了？
我看您算了吧。
算了。
一时半会儿搞不定。
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. See who is the lucky one. Fernando Go Zero Cedars. Congratulations, Fernando. Can you see that?
Oh no. Let me change the. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Fernando, congratulations for winning this amazing camera gimbal. Please contact us through our email.
Yeah. We don't have too much stock.
Yes.
But we will ship a lot more soon. So this is a very exciting one. I think that's most for today.
Yes.
And we have Easter egg. You know what we did after the Embedded World is we hold a meetup.
Yeah.
We always do some meetups during Embedded World.
Yes.
Sometimes in a good restaurant, sometimes in the booth. But this year, we try to hack the Embedded World mind. So many people wear with suits, they are too industrial. They've never been to a makerspace. So we connected the Fab Lab Nuremberg and I asked them, can we come to hold a party there? They very friendly accepted us. And then it's a very interesting thing that I think it's the first time people in the Fab Lab Nuremberg see so many people wear suits and knowing how to join their open days. Okay, and Rainer, one of the co-organizers, helped us to do a little bit demo. I think that's all for today's live stream from my part, but I like to share what's happening for this makerspace. It's a wonderful space.
Let's see.
Nürnberg. Here in Nürnberg, near Fürth, at the border of the cities, have the Fab Lab here and come in.
Thank you, Rainer. Thank you for hosting us today. So we're going to have the meetup. Yes. Yeah, it's a very unique space. Like everything is very much voluntary. And they share the membership, they build everything from scratch.
And this is an open space for.
Let's go let Rainer do the introduction, and then we can chat in the room.
Community, not a company, and in Germany it's called gemeinnützige Verein.
I like the things you're wearing here.
And,
it's pretty cool.
It's the only money we get is from the members.
We should make our self ones.
That's the only thing. And sometimes a company gives the donation and so on.
That's very good. How many years?
This the Fab Lab is founded in 2008. Yes. And
60 years.
yes, and since 6 or 8 years we are at this location.
Okay.
First we had another location. There we have to leave, and then we got these rooms, and we have to build it it was empty.
that all?
We
Let me
built
check the
it by
questions.
ourselves with our ideas.
Also, if you have any question about the embedded
Yes,
world,
about
about our new
400
products,
square
feel free to
meters.
drop your question in the chat box.
Can you show us around?
Yes, come and follow me.
Okay.
We have here different areas. Here behind, on the right side, here's some of our members. On the right side, there is our workshop rooms. There we have a room for taking workshops, speeches, and so on with an LCD at the top. And then the normal lab operation can work parallel to the workshops.
They build everything from
Here-
scratch,
Here
from the
is our
lightings,
electronic
electricities,
lab,
everything.
with many chips, resistors, and so on, many electronic parts.
And they are also, I think, the
For
frontier to
example,
push a lot of
some
new Christians
resistors.
into schools or industries.
And we get here, Klaus is sorting old vintage chips, and we are sorting it to repair old PCs. For example, a group of vintage computer enthusiasts will come to us every 2 months, every 3 months, and have a meetup here for 2 days.
For a weekend.
For a complete weekend, and they repair old PCs, TRS-IT, Attendee Radio Shack, Commodore, old Apples, and so on.
And this is, what's this? It's
This is an we call it Laborbrücke. There you can have energy. It's a power supply here, a high voltage power supply, and to test electronics.
and this is from Siemens.
Yeah, it was at a Siemens factory, and we got it.
Wow.
They throw it away, and when we told, we take it.
So this is very high power?
Yes,
3 phases.
3 phases.
Wow, you can do so many things with this workbench.
Yeah.
Nice. This is very nice setup.
Yeah. This is for the soldering place. This is the high voltage place.
Yeah.
Here soldering, and here low voltage.
Low voltage. So well organized.
To switch the high voltage on, you need a key.
That's your key?
That's my high voltage key.
High voltage key.
Yes. Here some parts.
They have a lot of management details.
Equipment.
Yes.
What's this?
This is
What's that?
This is, I think it's a generator or something
Nice.
to recycle so many like abandoned machines.
And
here a little show what we have all.
This process is very interesting.
From laser cutters, 3D printers,
Should have yours.
and electronics, Arduino, Raspberry Pi, and
They have an open day for kids every week,
our line of
so they use 3D printer to build
3D
those.
printers.
I think we can do that in
Is
Shenzhen,
this
on
big
Hackerspace,
cruiser
right?
itself.
Yeah, I think we need to find a way to support more makerspaces, to support local
Absolutely great.
community from education to industries.
what does this say in German?
To use the printers, you need a training.
Okay.
You're only allowed to use the printers if you are on training.
Okay.
Like back to college. That's a good idea.
Yeah, college
And
is
here is our textile
pretty fine. You
area.
can always. That's a lot. Like Rina herself
sewing
is a
machines,
retired
stitching machines,
Siemens
and
engineer.
and cutter to cut foils and make, for example, T-shirts.
Oh, what says this is for? Like,
For hot, it's a hot surface, and then you can make a T-shirt.
Okay. Very nice.
Here, very important, our refrigerator.
And they have
Enough
drinks.
is very important in a fab lab.
And you have
I want one in our office.
Yeah.
We have it. have it.
Maker browser.
But we don't
And
have
here,
club
local
mat.
beers.
Yeah.
It's a special drink for hackers.
That's the open space and meeting
And we
area.
did the meetup. This is
Some
like
of the
early
desks are
footage before
built
the
by
meetup starts.
ourselves.
How many people join us?
Then
50?
50.
here in
That's
the
a lot.
corner,
Yeah, we
there
ordered
is
3 rounds of pizza.
our two laser cutters.
More than we expected.
Mhm.
And they have a full year schedule.
Full year.
Yeah,
Here,
they
two
plan
laser cutters,
the
and
Makerspace
here
schedule for full
the,
year,
air,
the calendar.
for the,
Oh, cool.
And,
What was the most exciting
a
event
fan, a
this year for
ventilation
them?
for the bad air.
I didn't ask.
Yeah, that's magnets from old hard disks to hold the parts.
That looks quite familiar. Very nice.
Yeah.
I see you did a lot of installation.
It's
Yes.
a really nice place.
The installation is done by ourselves.
There's a lot of passion and love into this
Yeah,
space.
Mm.
And they keep building it. They spend a really good time in there.
Then here a kitchen.
Oh. And they have kitchen. But a lot of Fab Labs don't have this.
Yes,
Wow.
and
Food makers.
and here our mechanical workshop with drilling. Here
I think they are the makerspace with
and
most
CNC.
quantity of beers.
You
also need a special. They have a good story.
Yeah. Yes, and it's Linux CNC. Yes, it's a Linux. I hope somebody who can work with it will come later and can make a little presentation. And here, turning a lathe for also with Linux CNC.
Wow.
That's a commercial machine, but the controller was outdated, and we got it for free.
I want to
And
do
then-
this in your makerspace too.
And here some other tools to.
Wow, it's so well organized and so clean.
Not so clean, but it's okay.
You come to our makerspace, it's very different. So you also work with this like a digital festival?
Yes. The digital festival starts every year here in Nuremberg, and we are part. For example, our Kids Lab will be a part of the digital week.
Nice.
I hope we get some parts from Seed to play with the Seed.
Okay,
kids.
we're back. I think let's find a way to support you more on these workshops. I'm very excited about what's happening here.
Yes. Okay, and that's here we have the LCD at the desk.
But you build everything about the infrastructure by yourself.
Yes.
And I see there's a very interesting machine, a telephone here.
Yes. It's only if there is because we have here sensors. If there is a then the fire brigade will come, and here we can call. No, it's everything okay.
Okay.
That's the only reason for it, and this is an old telephone from an Bergwerk, a mine. Under.
I see. You recycled that too.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
All these vintage technologies, we love it.
Nice.
Nice.
So the meetup is about to start. It's already starting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Rena, for this introduction.
Thank you, Eric, for this little tour. And if you show this, give me a link.
Yeah,
And
one last secret. I was so surprised about this Fab Lab is you have so many beers here.
Yeah.
So this is... Yep. This is the Easter egg of the Easter egg, is the beer rack.
So many there.
So we asked them, do we need to bring some drinks? They said no, and they showed us this picture. So the main Fab Lab That's marvelous.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay, I think that's all for today.
Yeah.
And thank you for joining our live streaming. And we'd like to hear more from you, and stay tuned for the future live streamings. Cool.
And thank you, Eric, for sharing so many things today. And I think now it's time for Eric to go back to sleep and get over his jet lag.
It's okay, I have a weekend in front of me. And
Okay.
everybody, happy weekends.
Happy weekends. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.